around me to confide in, and no one can identify me. So I didn't cry, and when I opened up my eyes, adulthood was waiting for me, arms open wide.
The idea for the sequel was actually an accident. One of the actresses went to the cinema and saw Adulthood, and when she came out, she got mobbed by all the kids, and she got a bit excited, and they were saying, "What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Is that guy dead?" And she was like, "Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna have my baby, and this, that, and the other." And somebody called me, and me and the producer were laughing about it. And then I said, "What if this happened?" And he said, "Yeah, what if that happened?" I said, "What if this happened?" He said, "That's a good idea." And then I said, "Actually, that is a good idea." And then I went home and started writing it.
More often than not, you get, as a young female actor, you get given characters that are fairly generic. You're either playing the girlfriend or the sister or the daughter. You know, this was a completely three-dimensional character, and the way she talks, the way she walks, everything is so definite. And she's not in a good place at all, but I think her journey within the film as a whole is really quite immense. So that drew me to the character.
Apprehensive. I don't really get nervous. I think, you know, when you get given opportunities, you have to kind of just grab them by you know, the horns. And but it was definitely something that, you know, I had to pause for a second and think, wow, is this something I can do? But it was the film company's idea, not mine. So they obviously thought I was ready, and I had to do a test shoot, which I did and passed, and then they all approved it. So I'm Mr. Director, action cut.
Yeah, I mean, it was, when I was obviously offered the role, it was something that immediately I thought, oh God, this is going to be quite an interesting way of working. I hope that it's comfortable and gets the best out of all of us, you know. But actually, it was brilliant. If I could always work like that, I would, because it's lovely just to have, rather than having a huge group of people you have to always discuss everything with and having conflicting ideas, having one person who actually the film is their baby really, who has very definite ideas of what he wants is fantastic. And certainly with scenes like there's quite a lot of kind of quite intimate scenes between our two characters. It was really nice because I didn't feel like I was out on a limb. I knew that the person I was playing opposite, it was his project, and he was as taking a risk in exactly the same way that I was. So I never felt kind of unsure of what I was doing or uncomfortable or anything.
And I think the movie is reflective of what's happening in society, but you know, you have to show the negative to show the positivity that arises from it, and I think that's what the film does. You know, we show what's happening in society, but at the same time you show the positivity that arises from it by showing characters that say, actually I want to stay in university, and actually I want to not do that, and actually I'm gonna walk away. You can threaten me all you want, but I'm actually not going to actively participate. I'm going to walk away. And I think that hopefully people will take away that message and see that the film's about making choices. And, you know, while I think young people have been demonized wrongly, there are some people that need to take stock of what they're doing and make a choice to actually stop what they're doing and do something more positive. I can give you 4.
Yeah, perfect.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's
Pulp
fine.
Fiction.
Why?
Just love it, man. I just think it was one of the greatest films ever. I think it was one of the first films that showed that you didn't have to have scenes that move the story forward, and characters could just talk, because that's sometimes the best stuff when they're just talking. So there's that one. Et Mama Tambien, Alfonso Cuarón, beautifully shot, beautiful film, just incredibly sexy, but not in any sort of sordid way. Do you know what I mean? Just really natural and beautiful, and I really love that film. Clerks. Kevin Smith, I love that guy. I mean, he just does, for me, his dialogue, some of the greatest. And that film was guys just talking about stuff that we were talking about back then, you know, and you go, that's disgusting. But like, yeah, but we talk about that. And then I'd say Amélie. I really like Amélie. Audrey Tautou, French film, a bit quirky, but I really dig that.